feeling tired, struggling to concentrate, or maybe you've had a few months of just coming down with one cold after another? Today I'm talking about a herb that can help you when you find yourself in this season of your life. Revered as the queen of herbs, she's referred to as the elixir of life, and she is without equal both for her medicinal and spiritual properties according to Ayurvedic medicine. Today we're talking about Tulsi, also known as Holy Basil. Let's get started, shall we?
Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Tutty, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we?
So it's spring in the southern hemisphere here in New Zealand, and if you've been organised on the gardening front, then your Holy Basil will be just starting to pop up out of the ground. She's one of my favourite herbs for this time of year. Oxman sanctum, commonly known as Holy Basil in English, Tulsi in Hindi, or Tulsi in Sanskrit. She's one of my favourite adaptogenic herbs. Adaptogens are substances which help your body to deal with stress. They protect specific systems within the body by balancing and normalizing the activity of a particular body system. Researchers reported Tulsi's ability to respond to physical, chemical, metabolic and psychological stress through various pathways, and this is confirming the traditional use of Tulsi. Hailing originally from India, Tulsi, or Holy Basil, is a herb that's believed to be sacred to the goddess Lakshmi, who's the wife of Vishnu. Tulsi means matchless, and in Ayurvedic medicine, she's referred to as the incomparable one, the mother medicine of nature, and the queen of herbs. She's referred to as the elixir of life that's without equal for both its medicinal and spiritual properties. Tulsi's seeds are used to make mala beads, and the leaf is incorporated into many purification ceremonies. Mark Morris Cohen, in his article in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrated Medicine, called Tulsi, Oxman Sanctum, a herb for all seasons, refers to the drinking of Tulsi tea as liquid yoga due to its ability to nurture and nourish the mind, body and spirit, while bringing about a profound sense of relaxation and well-being. Now, personally, I find drinking Tulsi tea to be quite energizing and focusing, which is really interesting because different herbs affect people in different ways. I love it sprinkled into salads, as not only is it good for you, but it also gives your salad that little basil hit. The medicinal effects of Holy Basil are far-reaching. A powerful antioxidant and stimulating adaptogen, Holy Basil boosts immunity. She's antiviral, antifungal, and antimicrobial. And researchers believe that its immune-boosting properties are the result of the phytochemical eugenol. Interestingly, animal research reported activity induced by Holy Basil, which reduced fever and important cardiac and respiratory systems of COVID-19. Now, it's traditionally used for colds, coughs, and bronchitis due to its ability to act as an expectorant and to open up the bronchial passages. Its immune-stimulating properties have been found to activate T helper cells and your natural killer cells. These are key defenders in your immune response. Now, one for the diabetics, because Holy Basil also reduces blood sugar, so it's used to support people with diabetes. Researchers reported a significant reduction in fasting blood glucose and postprandial glucose after taking 300 milligrams of Holy Basil leaf extract for 12 weeks. Other metabolic markers such as elevated blood pressure in people with hypertension decreased, but interestingly, a second study with people with low blood pressure or hypotension reported that their blood pressure returned to the normal range when taking Holy Basil. Now, I love this because it's demonstrating its adaptogenic properties, i.e. the fact that it normalizes body systems. Researchers also reported improvement in lipid profiles when taking Holy Basil. Now, holy basil also has nootropic qualities. Now, nootropics are sometimes called smart drugs. So they're a class of drugs, herbs or supplements, which improve our ability to think, to learn or to remember things. So for example, one study where participants took 300 milligrams daily of Tulsi for 4 weeks, it reported improvement in cognitive flexibility, short-term memory and our attention. And the study also reported a significant reduction in anxiety and stress levels when larger doses of Tulsi were given over a longer period of time. Now for you gardeners, holy basil's an annual plant. That means it's one that we grow each year. She likes full sun and soil that's moist but it drains well, so she doesn't like to get her feet overly wet. Now it grows really easily in the garden, on the patio or in the window box, and it's not one of those plants that you need to fuss over. So like I said, it doesn't like to sit with wet feet, so keep that soil moist but not overly wet. Pinch off the buds if you're growing it to harvest the leaves and enjoy it in your stir fries, add it to your salads and drink it as a tea. If you've got a bit of a sting, apply some freshly juiced holy basil leaves to it. Now, too much holy basil can cause nausea and diarrhea, and it's one to avoid if you're pregnant, trying to get pregnant or breastfeeding. This is because of holy basil's actions on your body. Use it with medical supervision if you're taking medication to normalize blood pressure or blood thinning medications such as warfarin, or if you're likely to have surgery, any anti-cholesterol medication, diabetes medication, any relaxants or any medications for autoimmune conditions. See, here's the thing. Plant medicine is potent medicine. So if you've got any underlying health conditions, you're pregnant, trying to get pregnant, or you're lactating, or in fact, if you're taking any medications, don't just rely on the information in this episode. You see, just because it's natural, it doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. So please do get individualized advice by consulting with your medical herbalist. Not only are they trained in which herbs affect a particular health condition or your current life season, they're also trained in herb-drug interactions and in choosing exactly the right herb or dose of herb for you. You see, your body knows exactly what it needs to heal itself, be that herbal, pharmaceutical, food-based, emotion or mind medicine. My job as your herbalist is to connect you with the herbs your body is already searching for. As an executive coach and medical herbalist, I integrate health protocols such as those that we've talked about in this episode into my coaching sessions. This ensures that my clients not only lead effectively, but they also maintain their well-being. And this holistic approach helps managers, executives, and professionals stay at their peak performance, even during times of stress. So that's holy basil. It's a wonderful herb to bring into your lifestyle and really easy to grow. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.